There we go. GM. GM folks, give me a little bit to share the message, and let's start after, right? We are live. Solana NFTs. Boom. That's one. Just give me like a little bit. Share the message. I mean, like we had like pretty much like I would say like the sickest week out there. I mean, like sickest like 1.5 weeks, right? We had Rogues on, we had Hacks on, we had what? Rogues, Hacks, and Solana Strays on, which is kind of nuts. Like we got a lot of people in. A lot of people, folks. Actually, we did have like a lot of people in. Like what? 200, around like 200 people tuning in live every time, which is nuts. Let me just like share the message on this one. I'm nearly done, folks. Having said that, let me know in the chat who you would like me to have joined sometime soon. Because we are nowhere near done. Not at all. Actually, like this is actually quite interesting. Like soon I will soon I will have Kais from OK Bears in as well, which is so good. I like OK Bears a lot. Great name within not only NFTs, but just like Solana culture, right? I am nearly done, by the way, folks. Give me a second. Cannot blame a brother for like trying to get as many people in as possible, right? Solana Strays was like a lot of fun as well. Kind of, I don't know, like I like the balance of, on the one hand, like getting like the OGs in and like the ones who have been around for like the longest time, and on the other hand, like also like shining a light on the names which are actually worth it, right? Like then the names who are actually like working really hard to I mean, like to make like the most out of like NFTs right here, right now, when everyone is bearish, right? Leave conversation. Boom. Scuffy, appreciate it. Nice hat indeed. Yes, irresponsible NFT cat. I will not come to you guys. I am a no lifer. Either Kick likes what I'm doing or they don't, right? We're not gonna work together on like buy a bunch of followers. We're not. I only want like autistic collectors to jump in, right? And jump the gun. Hey, Cat, Bob Carson is saying, hey, Cat, what about someone from Magic Eden to talk about their recent changes? Yes. Having said that, guys, I actually like made like a video throwing like a lot of shit to Magic Eden. So like I'm not sure if they are too happy with like me joining with them getting on board. Wait, I can actually show this, I would reckon. Let me see. Wait. I'm quite sure I can do something here. Let me. Okay, that's one. Share screen. Boom. I would love to have them on, but I made like a video with this one, Magic Eden failing NFTs and like 6 things they must fix. I would love to debate them, right? Will be interesting to get someone from Tensor also. We hear like nothing from them. Yeah, I mean, like I've been on Tensor Discord once, and it's been kind of a nothing burger, really. By the way, like can anyone confirm with me, like, is like the microphone sound, is it good? Am I sounding like good quality, if you will, or is it metallic?
This is your favorite curator, digital collectible curator, and you know, must do to level up Solana NFTs.
So
the big question, right? Why?
First of all, I mean, like, this is like my biggest problem with those bastards right here, right now. They are very much focusing on their Gamblefy, right? So what we got fed, or like spoon fed, I should say, was like, hey, we are refocusing on Solana, we are redoing this, we are redoing that, like we're giving Solana, like we're gonna give Solana more. And I'm just kind of waiting on like the better user experience for Solana NFTs, because like we're only getting shoved Gamblefy down our throats, right? And I don't like it. So you know what, like obviously, like the Gamblefy part on Solana, it's a thing. Magic Eden loves it. I don't feel like they give like 2 shits about like NFTs, to be honest with you. But I think like if you're going to, yes, this is Bob Carson saying Masidal in Mid's Discord made like a good point recently. What would NFT volume look like without Lucky Buys? He made the claim that Lucky Buys are carrying the NFT right now. Potentially, yeah. Good point, but like at the same time, that's Lucky Buys, right? So like I think like Lucky Buys are like slightly different, because like, is it Gamblefy? Yes, but it's still like a percentage to, well, you're only like betting a percentage to like win the NFT anyways, right? I am talking about like their packs, wonder pigs, etc., to where we're just getting shoved like pure horseshit down our throats, and like that's the thing I would like them to improve upon. So like, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on like them implementing Gamify at all, but what I do feel is that they should have like some better standards for NFTs to be like good enough to where they would be included within the Gamify, right? So like, you want some minimum activity requirements. Like, you don't want to have like any dead kind of projects to be like implemented in the Gamify. Like, people are just like getting to like pure horseshit, right? You don't want projects with like some decent liquidity in it, right? You want both new and old projects, but like more than anything, I would like to know like, hey, Magic Eden, you're like our Lord and Savior when it comes down to like NFTs. Tell us why these projects are good enough to include into the Gamify, right? So rather than just like yapping on like, you can just like cash this, cash that, you can sell it, you can do whatever. Give us a little bit of like backstory, like why are they good enough to include, right? Like, what are the criteria for it to be like good enough to be included? Let me actually so like, some of them are dead, horrible liquidity. So basically, to double down on what I'm saying, right? Give me a second here. Should not take too long. 1, 2, 3, and boom. So with the wonder pick, right? For example, you can just like drop rates. There you go. There's a chance to get like some good projects, right? Like, you can get like trans-dimensional foxes, Utes. I'm not sure about Quackats. Retardio cousins, okay bears, degenerate ape academies. Like, these are just holistically good names within Solana, right? Bodoggos, Bored Ape. This is all kind of good, but like, when it comes down to Soul Decoder, let me just like share what I meant. For example, this one, right? Boss Down is absolutely fucking horrible. Bear with me, folks. Horrible. Boss Dawn. Look at the activity. There's been like fucking 6 total sales. Like, are you kidding me? And the instant sale is like 0.1. Now, and like, this is like their, if you're lucky with Wonder Pick, you can actually get one of these bastards. I think like that's rather unlucky. Now, I do kind of believe though that they do make it to where you can just like cash out like 1 Solana. But if that's the premise anyways, right, why do we even like have like NFTs combined with this? So I mean, like, also like, one thing, just click on their website and you go to like some shit coin. I think like it should be based on like the instant sell, if I'm being honest. But you know what? More than anything, what I believe is that these like if your project is good enough to be included within the Gamblefy, right? They should just have articles published. They should host spaces. They should make YouTube videos on like, hey, like this project has been like added to Wonderpick because it achieved like these and these and these kind of targets. Make it to where we as collectors are like, wow, which ones are like fettered to be like good enough for Magic Eden to include them, right? Rather than this just like fucking retard vaporware kind of like art, which looks right. It does make sense. It looks AI generated. It probably is, and if it's not, then what are we doing here, right? But make it to where, like you would actually have like, hey, like these are the ones which are in the loop to be like included, right? Make it to where teams need to like compete to be like good enough for these kind of listings, rather than fucking Boston, which is going like, if you go to their website, it's leading you to Skill Stacker for Stacker Coin. Like, are you kidding me, dude? I've actually, I don't want to be like tooting my own horn like all too much, folks, but like if anyone like, we can like mass submit or like mass post this video to Magic Eden, right? So far they've been ignoring me. To be fair, like the video did not get like too many views, like what, like 61. But even then, right? I think like someone needs to talk some sense into them, right? I would love to have them on, but like the problem with that is, well, you will probably have someone who will make you feel good on like all of the changes they are about to make, right? Probably someone who is not really a decision maker on these kind of things, right? Someone who is basically yapping on how hard it is, etc., etc., etc. So I would love to have Magic Eden on. I would love to have like Tensor on, because at the end of the day, we're quite literally all on the same team, right? Like we want our favorite collections to be like exposed in like a little bit of a better way. We want them to shine a light on them. We want them to be like more so than a authority figure, more so than like the nil these days, right? So yeah, anyways, that's my preach on them. But like, like, guys, like, prove me wrong, right? Like, shine a light on Solana NFTs, make them better, and do not just use NFTs for like the purpose of it as a excuse to just like push Gamblefy down our throats. Because then why be like an NFT marketplace to begin with, right? Because like you only be extracting from your audience rather than building culture, right? Like do like Magic Eden Spotlight, sit down with like these content creators, sit down with like these founders, make it to where it makes fucking sense to everyone, right? Because like, let's just call it like it is. They've lost like a lot of like credibility in like the past month or so. But they did release Wonderpick. Do something cool, right? Give something back. Like tell us on like why Boryoku Dragons is still like a good one, right? Tell us on like, because like a lot of people don't know this, but Bodoggos, for example, like horrible art, but like great project in my opinion because of their founder. Make it to where they are of added value rather than just like some kind of a extractor. Did you see the Magic Eden post on Sunday? They did some art including medievals. I did, and like, even though like I think it's good, I also believe that the fact that they made like a good post like what, a week ago, that kind of, they should be the flagship, right? Like they should like market, do a lot of marketing for NFTs in general. See, Lucky Buy, Dicey, agents, Pokemon cards, agents. Hear me out. JPEGs on Solana. Whoa! Whoa! That's making a change, folks. Right? Like, that's awesome. They're mentioning JPEGs on Solana. Whoa! And now, this does look good. I think I mean, chat. Yeah, that's true, Crypto T. Amplifying good collections daily on X. Bull posting top sales. Yep, they should be highlighting communities. They should be highlighting yours truly, me, to make content, right? They should do that with like a whole bunch of people. Shine a light, make them a part of authority. Not gonna lie, this looks AI generated, and to kind of like chat, how is Frogana even here? I don't want to hate on them, right? But like, they're always like some of like the top collections, and yet you never ever see anyone with the Frogana profile picture, right? So maybe I'm just ignorant, or maybe I'm just like malinformed. But if they want to double down, then double down, right? You cannot get outworked in shining a light on Solana NFTs by a autistic nerd who calls themselves the NFT Cat. I won't have it. Bull posting top sales, right? Like, at the end of the day, right? Like, I can be wrong on this, right? But like, I think like the very big thing is that rather than doing things of them extracting the market, you want to contribute to like the revival of the market, right? Yeah, don't mind me just like low-key losing my mind on this one, but like, it's very frustrating. I mean, we're not even talking about like Tensor, right? Because like, I don't think like Tensor does like anything to begin with. I do like their platform occasionally, like more than Magic Eden, especially when it comes down to like the charting of things, right? So for example, but yeah, if anyone from Magic Eden is listening to this and you feel like you guys should be defending yourself, get on the stream. I would love to have you on. love to be proven wrong. We are all on the same team, folks. So look at this chart. On Tensor, right? Quite decent, I would say. But if you would go to Magic Eden, it like more often than not, their chart is just like, I mean, just look at this, man. Compared to this, right? Like here they had like some fuckery going on as well. Crypto T saying the revival of the market makes them money when they want to promote it at all. Yeah, they should be more so like shining a light on like the fundamentals and basically tell people. I mean, I'll tell you this much. I think like a big reason why I actually have like a decent chunk of people like tuning into my stuff, right, is because Magic Eden is not really doing it. This is literally just a one-man team making the thumbnails, doing the streams, doing like the videos, hosting interviews. Why not do that through Magic Eden? Like I don't get it, right? Like, or at the very least, be more informative with the products like you're surfing, and stop putting in pure fucking horseshit, right? I mean, like the Boss Don is just like such a joke. This is like the official website of Boss Don listed on Magic Eden. Like, what are you doing? 6 sales in like the past month. Plus, like, the charts are ass. Just look at this. One way to like get rid of this is like the line chart though, right? And then with the line chart stuff is like good anyways. But yeah, I mean, like, is it like so hard to ask for them just to do better? Right? Also gonna say it like this, right? Like, I kind of believe they halted like the activities like way too short, right? Like to where people still had like bids in. Can you just like imagine I mean, like, Magic Eden at the beginning was like quite good, right? Like you were like, well, you know what? I trust these guys. They seem to be expanding, even though it's bear market. I want to like back these guys. You know what? I'm going to lock my projects or like lock my tokens for like the next 4 years. In the meantime, right? In the meantime, they make all of these changes, which basically makes like their value proposition from like a company point of view like very, very, very different, right? Magic Eden before, like, if you just liked NFTs, period, Magic Eden was the place to go. Right now, it's like, hey, if you have Solana NFTs plus you're open to GambleFi, then it is what it is. I kind of feel like, just me being real, if you're making like these kind of changes, you should allow people to unstake their tokens to begin with. That's one. And secondly, imagine you're taking a 1-month cruise and you have like some Ethereum bits and you have some Bitcoin bits in, and well, you're leaving on, let's say, February 15th, and you would have come back today. Then I believe your funds stuck in bits have been gone. I think that's kind of retarded. Right? What do you want me to say? Like, that's good? I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good at all. I think the communication has been like, hey, like, whoops, guys, we heard some rumors. You know what? we're gonna halt activities, right? Boom. Pretty much like 2 to 3 weeks later, it's gone. But we did get wonder picks with shitty odds and amongst others, some horrible NFTs to be included. I don't get it. Again, if you're gonna like tell your people you're going to maybe someone has been listening and will create a new marketplace soon. If so, hit me up. Happy to have you. Anyways, having said that, anyone can always hit me up. Happy to have over like anyone who will actually add value. And to your point, Crypto T, I've already spoken to like some individuals who are currently working on some BTC related things. So you guys should like keep an eye out, right? Because like, you know what? Here we are like, this is the purest safe spot for NFT collectors and like more so on Solana, because like fact is, I don't have like the greatest skill set for Ethereum or ordinals, but it's quite decent when it comes down to Solana NFTs. And if it's also, I should say something, right? New NFT projects, that's like a slippery slope, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't mind. I prefer blue chips. I'm just gonna say it like it is. If there are new projects, I really prefer them to prove them for a little bit before I can like start covering them, right? Because what if I would have like a rug on, right? And people listening in would be, well, like, I listen to you, so there's some kind of responsibility, right? I think like the right here, right now, there are like 3 projects I like a lot, and I'm sure there are more. I just haven't talked to them. First off, being Rogues, I think they're fun. I've had them on. They seem to know their shit, right? I think like the art is cool. I think like their community is really good. Again, like, this is never financial advice. You're listening to someone calling himself the NFT Cat. That's always like a bad idea to like listen to advice to like those kind of people. I like Rogues, right? Secondly, I like Hacks. I do kind of feel like they have like some things to like improve upon. I'm not sure on how I feel about being more focused. I mean, like, they're not being more focused on utility, but they're equally focused to utility and art. I'm just more of an art purist, but like, I'm a fan of these guys, right? For like a new project. Then Medievals, I mean, like, wearing the hat, right? Like, obviously they've already proven themselves a lot by like them creating DGOTs, right? Or like designing DGOTs. And as for the rest, I'm always looking for like the next thing, right? But like, again, like, it's very much like a slippery slope. I will tell you this though, one project I've been intrigued by, and again, like, they're not live yet, right? So bear with me on this. But it's a project which basically started out being a derivative, right? Being a derivative, they kind of decided for themselves, like, we do not want to be a derivative anymore, right? It is called, they started out with D-Evils, but they changed to Devils. And I believe, I mean, like, this art is like really, 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 really cool. They've been like really consistent. They've been like really consistent in like their partnerships, right? I believe they're having like some kind of a, actually, no, I'm not gonna say anything. They're trying to get like some whitelists going, etc., etc. What started out as a derivative from like DGOTs and Medievals took shape to somewhere it's like this kind of looks cool to me, right? The art is like really consistent. I don't think like this is real though. Actually, this one is the real one. So I don't have a concern that their origin was a derivative. Yeah, for sure. That's a concern. But like at the same time, like you gotta like ask yourself, like I do believe, like even though they started out being a derivative, that like right here, right now, that I think they've undergone like all of the steps to kind of like reverse that, right? I mean, like their art is kind of good. There's no denying that. And like right now, I mean, like this does not look like medievals. It does not look like DGots. It looks like they got like some inspiration from there, but like I'm not gonna lie, like I do, like you gotta be real, right? Like I've been like apprehensive with this for like the better part of months, but you like this does not look like derivative art right here, right now. So again, like guys, like you cannot see this as advice. Like I'm just noticing things. I mean, this kind of looks cool. Like what the fuck do you want me to say? Right? It does look cool. So yeah, I mean, but like other than that, like you gotta just realistically speaking, right? Like you're gonna have, in my opinion, right, the least risk would be with communities and teams which have survived the bear market. Matlats, SMB, DGots, famous foxes, right? Utes is kind of the same shit. Galactic geckos. I mean, like I'm just being real here. SMB, Matlats, DGots, Clanosaurs, and foxes. Right here, right now, they are definitely like on my short list to be like blue chips for Solana NFTs. Right here, right now. That doesn't mean that like the battle is over, right? Because like don't mind me just like softly kind of advertising my videos, but like I did make like a video on Solana and like ranking Solana NFTs, and I'll tell you this, none of the NFTs I've ranked are S tier, because, and this is coming from a DGOT guy, right? I'm not deep. I'm elbow deep in DGots. Frank is elbow deep in me, folks. But none of them are SC right now. Like that shit. Like guys, like the market is right for the taking, right? Like whoever is just gonna jump the gun first and be like, you know what? Like we're gonna start making noise. We're gonna like start moving the market. Really. I think that's probably what's going to dictate like the next leg up. It could be like one of the newer projects, right? But yeah, we'll see. I mean, medievals. I mean, This does look interesting, right? And I'm not saying this because I'm a Will in medievals. I'm not. I would say though that being a Will in medievals definitely like was a good call in hindsight. But yeah, I mean, like, what do you want me to say? Like, interesting shit, for sure. Medievals is like kind of like in an interesting space as well, right? Because like they have like some like, okay, anyone tuning in, let me like start out first, because like otherwise if I'm not gonna give you guys like the backstory, you guys will not like me. On the 31st of March, which is in 10 days from now, there's going to be a free mint for medieval holders, right? Let's go here. Are you interested in making NFTs fun again? Yes, I am. Okay, I can be ours actually. So Primevals is a free mint for medieval holders. How it works, just so you guys know, like I'm not getting sponsored by medievals. Candy, Johnny, if you're ever looking to sponsor a content creator, think of this guy. But until then, how it works: own and train a medieval. So training a medieval means like the locking mechanism, right? You can just like stake medievals, if you will, vote on every trade. So here you can have like these votes. The mint on the 31st is for free, right? There you go. And then the random burn begins. So what do we mean by like the random burn begins? You can just like have like participate in this free mint, but out of like the primevals, 95% will be burned within 3 weeks. You heard it here first, folks. Or not. Probably not, actually. But like 95% will be burned, right? So what does that mean? Unless if you would burn like 2 medievals yourself, they're gonna get burned, right? Like, so you might mint one, but you will not keep it unless if you are lucky, right? So I mean, obviously, like these kind of like mini kind of events have created like quite like the good chunk of anticipation. And I mean, like, especially if you're looking at like the price action, right? I mean, I think like we are absolutely fucking ready to shoot into Valhalla here. Let's see. So far, so good. But yeah. So, anyways, you have like all of these votes going on. Right? Like, if, by the way, like if anyone has like some extra questions, let me know. Right now there's like some votes going on like the skins for like the primevals. You see Eel Prime. Wait, Bob saying Squatch Prime is my favorite skin and Prime Razor is your favorite clothing trade. Scuffy cannot wait for primevals. Well, let's see, folks. I mean, like, I just made like a video on like the art, like an art tier list. So not an NFT tier list, right? So folks, bear with me, an art tier list. And like medievals is so interesting because like there's some things which just like look like pure shit. Like, I'm not going to lie, like, I'm sorry, like Candy might hear this. Some of the art is just shit. And some of the art is just like really good. I mean, look at this. Look at look at Dino Prime. Like, are you kidding me? Is it first come, first served? Yes, I believe so, Scuffy. What it's going to look like that you can just like mint one at a time, I believe. Look at Dino Prime. Medieval says unique. Yes, I believe so. Like, you're preaching to the choir. I like it too. I will say though, just being real, I will say that I do like their grills a lot more. Like a lot more than their floors. That's just me. But look at this. Look at this. What the fuck is that nose? Right? Oink for me, piggy. But it's at the same time, it's like very fun. Look at this one. Like, it does look cool, right? But I mean, like, look at this fucking head though. What the fuck? Like, why is his like head opening up there? Like, what's coming out of there? What is it? And what's sticking out of it? Like, are you kidding me? Right? I mean, but then again, like, so I mean, like, I must say though, like, I am not a fan of Ghoul, but like at the same time, I'm kind of a fan. Happy Prime is kind of funny, right? Ugh. But like, as much as I am a hater, that's very phallic indeed. As much as I'm a hater on some things, just look at this art, guys. Like, are you kidding me? It looks good. Right? Just look at this clothing trade. That looks fucking sick, man. I mean, like, the fire and electricity, like, guys, like, if you're not gonna like vote electricity in, I'm gonna you guess it's more about the fun and the burn process. Yeah, it is. But it's also like slightly, you cannot blame me for like occasionally just like being emotionally unstable when it comes down to this, right? Like, I don't have a life, guys. I got my beautiful fiance and my NFTs. Occasionally I'll watch some UFC and that's it. But that's enough about like UFC. I mean, like, it's about the art. I mean, like, this is some good fucking art. Right? The fire one looks sick. Like, I'm going to have like an emotional meltdown if we're not gonna have like the electricity in. Like, it kind of looks like the Diablo angel suit. Like, what's the guy calling it? Wait. It kind of looks like this, right? Now we go, whoops, not that one. Oh, now we're going to this one. So, Bob, how can you say the tracksuit Formula Prime looks better than fucking lava armor? Are you kidding me, dude? No. It doesn't. I'm going to lose my mind here. Jeez, I mean, like, my nose is itching just a little bit. There you go. Oh wait, I haven't seen these. X-ray vision, lasers, burning up. Oof. Burning eyes, dead eye, flames. Jeez. They're taking shape, eh? Interesting. The acid eyes look sick. Fair head trades, let's see. Have we seen like mythic head trades already? Ski goggles are nice. Let's see. The golden halo is kind of sick, right? Just imagine like the golden halo with where's this bitch? The golden halo with this one, electricity. That's just nuts. Only mythic we've seen as the clothing. I mean, there we go, folks. Can someone maybe say like how many of like these traits will be kept in and like how many will be voted out? But yeah, like guys, like I'm telling you, I'm going to use like this opportunity to like go right back. Only 3 voted out of each group. I mean, like that's perfect. So we're gonna vote out Monk Prime. I mean, I like Monk Prime. I'm not going to lie, a little bit. Vacation shirt, yeah, that makes sense. Get out. Wall Street shirt, Prime Kobe, yeah, peace and love. I mean, like, we're not letting these bad boys slip, it seems. So, like, guys, don't mind me just, like, going straight back to, like, throwing pure horse shit to Magic Eden. If you're going to have Wonder Pick involved, and you're gonna have these fucking retard kind of projects to where like, oh wow, Boston, what's that? Boston. Interesting. Instant sell, like the floor price is 1.4 Solana and the instant sell is like 0.01. Interesting. Wow. And then we're going to activity, and there's been fucking 6 sales in the past month. And then you have fucking big dick energy, new players developing like new kind of features, make it interactive, have it to where like their community can vote, etc., etc. I am done with this kind of fucking extraction behavior. Let's just call it like it is. Why does the space need someone who is like slightly autistic and a collector, this guy, to highlight this kind of shit, even though we have fucking Magic Eden just yapping on their fucking Gamblefy? Make it make sense. Because it's not. It's not. Mossewin? I'm not gonna shit on something I obviously don't know enough about. This is actually kind of cool. Crypto T saying, attention economy, we all got ADHD, and need dopamine hits, got to keep us excited. Well, I mean, like, you know what, guys, like, I'll just like lose my shit instead, right? Call me just like a purist within the space. I've never done Wonder Picks. I don't plan to. I've done the Wonder Picks just like for a matter of like testing. I even wait, I even made like guys, like I'm telling you, like anyone like tuning into the channel, like engage with my YouTube, because like I've done this shit so you don't have to. NFTs dead, Unchained data. Where is it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, you cannot hear this anyways, doesn't matter. So let's do Wonder Pick. If I'm going to shit on this anyways, I might as well just like share with you like the pain I had to endure. There we go. Wait, actually I can make this better. Boom. So you do the transaction. You get to choose 1 out of 5 cards. And then you get to reshuffle. Okay, stop yapping and just fucking go. Then it's reshuffling. Boom. And there you go. That's Wonder Pig. Now, this might sound like a crazy idea if anyone from Magic Eden is listening to this, because like there's actually like quite a decent chunk of people listening in. Tell us why these projects are good enough to include in Wonder Picks. Tell us why these communities are like some of like the premier communities in a market which is quote unquote dead. Right? Make it fun. Make it to where like we can like have fun like collecting this shit rather than just like the extractionware. Right? Make it to where projects would actually feel the need to be good enough to be like what's the word I'm looking for? To be vetted for Wonder Picks, right? Make like those kind of Napalm, how are you doing, brother? Jim, make Wonder Picks to where I as a project have something to work towards, to where if I basically achieve XYZ, I might be included to Wonder Picks. Being included to Wonder Picks will mean that like Magic Eden would shine a light on my project, right? Instead of just like fucking dumping these, with all due respect, like no names projects, right? And like, and if it's a no name project, make it to where like this would be like an opportunity for them to actually get and enjoy exposure. If chat, like, feel free to let me know if like I'm saying something which is just retarded. Like, I'm just not like a fan of like the extractionware. Like, why is Magic Eden not shining a light on like these kind of things? It's cool, right? But you know what, folks? Like, I'm happy they're not, because like that gives me a lot of room to talk match shit. It gives me a lot of room to have like you guys over, hopefully having a good time, enjoying like to scroll through the space, critique shit, right? See what's out there, see if there are like any new kind of projects to keep an eye on, see like how like the older projects are like behaving, to where it's like maybe like one of the projects falling off, yes or no, right? Having said that, by the way, like I'm going to like release like a video today on DGOTS and the the will behavior we've seen lately, because we have definitely like there's been like a lot of like grill sales these days. So yeah, I mean like no matter like what the I mean like this is just like fucking, again, no financial advice. I'm not qualified and I'm autistic. But I do kind of feel like this is like the kind of charts like dreams are made of, really. Anywho, DGOT's people community are like spending like there's no tomorrow, right? I'm not gonna like say like I'm not gonna spoil all of the fun just yet, but I might just like make sure that I have like the video out like from the second I close the stream, which I'm not going to like right away. But having said that, like DGOTs are like quite on fire right here, right now. People are spending crazy amounts of funds, to be honest with you, on DGOTs grills. Like the majority of them, I'm not kidding on this. Pretty much like 8 to 11x the floor price. Isn't that nuts? And to Masidal's point, actually, I do think that's actually like quite interesting to where Magic Eden with their lucky buys actually might make like a change for like the better, right? Like people gambling being translated to NFTs, yada yada yada. But yeah, I mean like that's like the part, like the easy part about like my position right here, right now. I just get to yap and critique things. And like have people over for interviews, right? Which is awesome. But yeah, by the way, like don't mind me just like a little bit. Like I'm just gonna make sure to have like the DGOTS video uploaded once I am done with this one. By the way, like folks, let me know if there's anything you guys would like me to have a look at. Crown at 10 Solana and Bio at 7 Sol. Yeah, those are some nuts prices. Wait, let me. There it is. Yeah, this one at like 2x the floor price was pretty free. But you know what? Like you guys might not even be aware of this, but like I believe like this one has like great history as well. Actually, what was the guy's name again? Was it Hikaru or something like that? Wait, let me just like see if I can see it. Yeah. Wait, let me. It was Hikaru's, and I think like the guy actually had good interaction with like Frank back in the day. He went over to Budgie Penguins, guys. Like, fuck, we lost a brother here. And let's see. Wait, let me see how to pull this up. Oh, I'm going to do that actually. Give me a second or two, folks, because this might actually yeah. Hikaru, the artist legend, helped with Yute's 3 stuff. It's true. It used to be Hikaru's, and it's been absolutely fucking floored into oblivion for pretty much like the worst fucking price you'd get there. And this is like the interesting part about like DGOTs, right? Like people do not really care for the art right here, right now. But like, trust me, not if, but when people will start caring again, we're not at like these kind of floor prices. There are literally thousands of people that used Hikaru DGOTs edit for profile pictures over a year. I'd send him another 10k dust and not give a fuck what he does with it. If he floors all of this and deletes his Twitter tomorrow, I still wouldn't care. I bet the value he'll add will exceed the contribution, though. Let's see. I mean, this is like the part with DGOTs. You or I or whatever. Me as a collector, like I appreciate this stuff, right? Like I really appreciate like DGOTs having such a deep collection to where there's so much to say on the art, what happened to the pieces. I mean, just look, if you zoom in like really closely into this stuff, right? It's the eye for detail is just so fucking nice. And obviously, like some pieces are like shittier, I should say. Some are not. But like, I mean, just look at like the way like they made this necklace, for example. Like, I just nerd out on these things. Like, I really do. I don't like it. I love it. Right, and like if you would say that that would not be enough, then 6301 6301, boom. Wallpapers, season 1. No, basically Bob Hikaru was like another community member who also did some designs, etc. I believe Crypto T might like know something more about it, but like it's like it's a piece with like good lore. There you go. And like season 3, I mean, like you're getting like several versions of like one piece of art, right? So like to me, that's why, I mean, like with or without Frank, DGOT still is number 1 by far. Like the volume is like extremely high, especially when you would compare to the who did the season 2 art. I believe that's Kenny and Johnny, but like also like another guy was involved, I believe. But yeah, I mean, like this art is iconic. I do think that like Kenny and Johnny also did season 3, I believe. I think they did most of the art, to be honest with you. But to me, I think like DGOTs is like the best collection to be a part of by far. Like let's just call it like it is, right? Their community right here, right now, if you would go into like their Discord, it would look like you would hope like, Bob, you know this, like you got like a DGOT yourself. The community is like alive and kicking, right? Like if you would not be aware of like the time and place we're in right here, right now, you would say like it's a bull market, because like people are very much excited about like their spendings, etc., etc. Hikaru art on Utopia website, you can generate the PFPs, etc. Interesting. Gotcha. There was another one you said. Where was it though? Yeah, this was kind of nuts as well, right? Just look at this detail as well, right? Oh, you picked up one of the starter kits. Good for you. That's awesome. And guys, like, just so you know, like, is this like a? This might be my. I'm not sure if this is like a record for like most like people I have like tuning into this stuff right here right now. We're at 95. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, let that be clear. Like, very, very, very much. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I hope you are having a good time. I'm having a good time. Appreciate you guys like engaging with me like this, if anything. But fact is, like, guys, we're not done, and like that's the. We got like a lot of shit to talk about Magic Eden Tensor, and like many founders who will try, some will succeed, others will fail. And in the meantime, like we are in like the easy going spot, right? We're in the spot where we can just like nerd the fuck out and just like have a good time collecting this stuff. Isn't that great? It's kind of being at the forefront of Pokemon cards before they were cool. That's how I see it. And if we be wrong on this, then so be it. We will live under a bridge, and that's perfectly fine. But yeah. Wait, I actually thought I was showing something before. Is that true or not? I'm yapping so much that I'm kind of like lost like the beginning and the end there. Part of the job, folks. But yeah, I mean, like DGOTS, people are like absolutely losing their minds about grills these days. I actually like traded one myself. What I traded away was actually, I will actually like show you guys the trade I had. And in the meantime, let me just like work on a little something as well. So what I gave was this one. Actually, these two. There we go. Head, crown. Heavenly Crown. I gave as one out of the two of them. This one. Which is quite a cool one, right? Season 1, kinda meh. I don't give a fuck about Season 1. There, I said it. Boom. Season 2 looks pretty good with the cat skin, folks. I'm doing so many things at the same time, so bear with me a little bit. So I mean, like, I traded that one. It's like a really good one. Obviously, like the the crown is good. It's not mythic, but like I do believe like it's super rare. Plus, like crowns are the alpha, right? Like in whatever NFT brand you're positioned at, like crowns are always like really, really, really good. I think like the season 3 is like the best version though. I mean like the cat skin, or it's called leopard skin, but like we're not calling them that, right? The leopard skin, the cat skin, the cat skin is a batch trade, meaning that you would actually gain tickets on the DGOTS website for holding a NFT which has the cat skin. You can use these tickets to actually partake in raffles once a month or whatever. You can save them or not, and with those raffles, like you can win some cool stuff, right? DGOT starter pack, or like some kind of a hoop, or like these painted kind of skateboards, like just really, really, really cool things. You can collect, right? Like it's very much like pro collectors. So this is one of them, right? The next one is, I mean, like guys, like I've traded like pretty good ones, but like just wait before I fucking show you guys what's up. That's one. The second one is the head Gucci. Nope. The Gucci goggles and the Mickey uniform. This one, I mean, like that's a good one too. Like traded those two away, and I mean, like I'm not gonna lie, like a little bit bittersweet, right? Because like it's a good one. This version is absolutely awesome. The thing like you gotta like appreciate with like DGOTS in general is like their eye for detail. Where do I ever get to see the season 3.33? It's like the generator. I think it's generator.d.xyz, and there you can basically make everything you want. So this is like the other one. The season 3 looks kind of nuts, right? On this. So I traded these two, but what did I get in return? Drum ruffles, horn, bloody horns, shit. There's bloody horns. There we go. Boom. This one. I mean, like this one is pretty fucking good, right? No, I did not trade with Dinero. I actually like Dinero got it after me, but I traded these the previous two. I traded it for this one. In my opinion, like one of the best looking radios actually. Let's actually see if I'm talking shit. Is it like one of the best looking radios? I mean, like this one obviously is a lot better. Sandman, there you go. Like one of the very best ones, right? Boom. A nude radio is like quite fucking cool as well, right? Boom. I mean, this one is definitely pimpy for sure. I mean, yeah. What can you say? I mean, like, this is definitely like one of my favorite pieces in the entire collection for sure. It looks dope. Very clean. If anything, I think like it's one of like the better champ ropes. Should be. Close. World champion rope. I mean, like, this one is fucking sick as well, right? Very nice. Very sick as well. But like, guys, like, I'm telling you, man, like, I don't think, like, when it comes down to it, like, D-Gods is just like my favorite art on Solana. Period. I don't think like anything really. It's subjective, right? Fescus, how are you doing, brother? It's subjective, but like at the same time, so be it. Fuck it. Like, it's subjective. Like, this is, to me, like, this is as good as like fucking on-chain art will be. Just look at this shit. It's a great way to show off the size of your schlong, right? And I think this just looks like I'm just nerding out on this shit. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say? Like, this is awesome. There you go. I do have hobbies, folks. I do have a life besides NFTs, right? Don't mind me. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm still kind of fucking trying to make sure that whenever I'm gonna close down the stream, you guys can instantly see like more meltdowns. Well, there we go, folks. We are 104 people strong. Do not let boomers, losers, and anyone in between tell you that NFTs are dead. They're not. I refuse to believe that. And especially not Solana NFTs. Like, are you kidding me? The one thing which kind of like talking about like Solana NFTs like in general though, like the one thing which does kind of catches me, I think Ute is a good entry if someone cannot afford a D-Gods. True. Very much so. You're absolutely right. Utes, for anyone interested, is pretty much what SMB Gen 3 is to D-Gods being SMB Gen 2. Now, on the other hand, though, I would say, like, I would argue it's even better. And why is that? Because like no one has fucking voting rights to begin with, baby. I mean, like, guys, like, am I smoking straight crack, or is this just like the dream, the things like dreams are made of, right? You'd have much potential if the team pushed them. Yeah. But you know what? Like, Bob, to be honest with you, like, we're in a great place because the team is not really pushing like DGOTS either. You wouldn't expect this shit, folks, but like I've made like a video on this as well. Don't mind me shilling my YouTube channel a little bit, but like it's actually like a lot of time I spent like making this shit. Because I think like teams in general just like fucking lazy right now. And I made like a video, 6 things NFT brands can do during the bear market. We need to whip those bastards to work, right? We're here. I mean, like, am I the only one who is like pretty much like constantly looking out for like new NFTs to just like be a part of their community, like to enjoy their art, etc., etc.? Get to work, bastards, right? Like, do interviews, like host spaces, right? Highlight your collectors, make people care. We're not asking you to do a bunch of stuff, right? Basically flushing money down the drain. That's not what we're asking here. But what we're definitely asking is just to be somewhat visible, right? I think it makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. And I'll tell you this much, like, the thing which I like even more is that we've broken out and like no one right here right now is slightly euphoric on this shit. But to Crypto T's point, wait. But like yo Loki, how are you doing, brother? Yeah, hell yeah. Like the chat is booming. Guys, having said that, Loki is quite the figure within DGOTS as well. He's like probably one of the 2 best traders on DGOTS, like getting his hands on grills, floors, anything in between, really. Him and Alice Veteran are definitely like the ones who are like have a knack for getting basically for getting great pieces, right? So yeah, while losers are telling you that NFTs are dead and like top buyers are telling you that they're never gonna be a thing anymore, like you have people like Loki scooping up grills, floors. You got people like Alice Veteran scooping up like these amazing pieces, right? So make no mistake, folks, right? Like, this is your market capitalization, right? Tomorrowland. I mean, like, who's trading Tomorrowland? Who cares, right? Allegedly, it's actually quite good if you are enjoying like a what's it called? A festival. You get like some special access, so it might actually be like a thing there. But like MATLAT's market cap 135 Solana, Claynosaurus 134 Solana, SMB 90 Solana, and DGOT's only 29 Solana, right? Let's say 30 for the sake of it. Now, go to the fucking volume. 7-day volume, 582. So, I mean, like, even though they're quite low on the market capitalization, like DGOTS has a shitload of volume still, right? To me, and like apart from like me just like being a nerd in these things, I mean, like, I love grills, I love NFTs, I like the communities. You want to have, in my opinion, right? DGOTS really does check like so many of the boxes. Like, the worst case scenario happened to where like the number one figure there, like, he left. The community still has not let it die. Even better, I mean, like, people like Loki are trading this, and like he's not having a hard time like actually getting people to buy it. People are paying fucking 10x the floor price for their favorite grills right now. I'm not shitting on MATLATs. I think like really highly of MATLATs, but like their number one grill, like, which looks awesome, by the way. Like, in my opinion, it's one of the best pieces of art on Solana. This one got sold for like 7x the floor price. Like, are you kidding me? And like, people are just like paying like 7x the floor price for DGOTS grills, like pretty much like on a weekly basis anyways. Like, several times a week someone makes these kind of spendings. And that's just the truth. Like, DGOTS has like an insane community, right? The team is, they're still a team. They're not quite as visible, right? NFTs will never die, to be honest. A lot of people are praying for lower prices, but they never would let their projects die. Dude, like, Loki, I'll tell you this much. People have always said, like, even like at 4 Solana, people said that no, it's going to 3 Solana. And at the like fact of the matter is, people will be always hesitant to just like pull the trigger unless they would see just like some kind of like crazy surge. Grill market is insanely good right now. There's a lack of grills at the moment, almost in every big collection. Oh, hell yeah. Having said that, folks, if anyone wants to trade some grills, as in my grills, to floors, send me a DM. I'm a man of the people, happy to facilitate. But I will tell you firsthand though, just being really, really, really honest, anyone tuning in, you're definitely best off just buying floors. It's the least risk, right? Secondly, the ratio between like grills and floors is just like too much right now, right? Let me just like put the proof in the pudding here. So right now, I mean, again, like, I might be like smoking straight crack, but like this looks so insanely good. Again, I'm not a financial advisor first. Yeah, I got that first one out of Rogues for the meltdown. I am looking to get my custom 1 out of 1 for Rogues as well though. But let's say right now at these levels, when like the floor price is what, like 5.4, people are paying like a 10x. Like I'm not shitting you. People are paying a 10x for like super grills. For the sake of it, let's just say we would be trading at like these levels, right? Let's say 30 Solana. I do not think that if we would be trading at 30 Solana, grills will be trading at 300 Solana. I just like, I don't, right? Rather than, I want us all to win here. Which grill trades would that be? Like the Dylan, like the Mythic War helmet, and like the, what's it called? The Medusa? Yeah. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like, I'm telling you, man, like, people are sleeping on divine ropes. Like, I think it's the rarest trade in the collection. And this guy has 4 of them. Let's go. But like, guys, like, I'm just telling you, the safest play right here, right now, is floors. It's always the most liquid, right? People have been hoarding these fucking grills like there's no tomorrow. Like, so many collectors have stepped in, right? More than likely, whenever we be like revisiting like these kind of levels, the ratio between like grills and floors would just like be like a lot more narrow, right? Again, no financial advice. I'm slightly autistic. I just like to collect these things, right? But like what's objectively the truth, that when we were trading at like these levels, the ratios between grills and floors were like far more narrow. But yeah, I mean, like, if you would look versus the USD chart, we're at all-time lows, right? So would like revisiting these kind of levels, would that be kind of like, would that be nuts? I don't think so. Let's say like the here, boom, 618 level, only 5,000 Solana, and that's a 10x if Solana were at like the same price, right? 10x with Solana at the same price being what? That would kind of coincide with the fucking 100 EMA. I don't know, man. Like, I just prefer to be like delusional at the bottom rather than delusional at the top, right? Like, if you ever loved like NFTs at like, if you liked NFTs at these prices, then you gotta love them at these prices, and that's how I see it. No better time to be a collector when everyone and their mom is saying that they're dead. And you know what? If this market would never, ever revive anymore, then for the sake of it, I mean, like, I'm a collector. I don't care about these things. I don't. I just want to have like some cool grills. Just me being real. Just me being real, folks. Having said that, I think it's been like a good stream, like a really good stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to share you guys like the next video instantly, by the way. Boom. Feel free to wait, let me, because like as much as I don't really have a life, I do kind of have a life a little bit. Feel free. No, I mean, like, are you guys no need to thank me for the stream. Thank you guys so much for like giving me like your time, effort, engagement. It's really humbling actually to have like people to like spend up their time to like tune in to what I have to say. Soon we will have OK Bears on an interview. I'm like interacting with like Kai right here right now. I will probably have Candy Apple and Johnny D Gots on sometime soon. I will probably have like the guy from Devils on sometime soon. And if there's anything you guys would like me to have, go buy some rogues and youths. If you cannot afford a Niga, buy whatever you like, right? And also, I would love to have like people tell me about like the ones they're passionate about, because like, you know what, like I'm also like looking to grow and looking to learn, right? I know like a whole bunch of like a lot of stuff within like NFTs, but you're only as aware as your scope of perspective at the end of the day. Let me know who you guys would like me to interview. Let me know what kind of content you would rather have. Do not forget, this is something which I actually find like quite... Guys, don't mind me just like shilling this like a little bit. Lastly, like a few days ago, I had like Solana Strays on, right? I think though like they have like shit volume right here right now, let's just call it like it is. I think they are a great new project. One NFT Cat collection, never. I'm the one to critique. I'm not the one to like release and dip. My role is what you're seeing and like a improved version of that. I don't think I'll ever release an NFT Cat collection. But look at this one, folks. Solana Strays, they use 20% of all the revenue. So revenue, not profits. They use 20% to actually help stray animals. They support animal shelters, etc., etc. This is NFT Cat coin, probably like a very bad idea. But I am open to sponsorships. I am open to collaborations. Your boy needs to feed his cat. So let me know. But the one thing I will tell you guys though is that NFT Strays is a project I like a lot. I think like there's great potential. I also believe that they're very early. They have like a few things to just improve upon, being like their community perspective, etc., etc. But like they have like a very, very, very fun mission, and that is to actually be net positive within the world by using NFT technology. 20% of all revenue is going straight to helping stray dogs and stray cats. And we cats, we gotta have, well, cats help cats. What do you want me to say, right? So until today, you have time to win a NFT Cat, Solana Stray, sorry. The only thing you need to do is to like the NFT Cat, follow the NFT Cat _soul, follow Solana Strays, and just like say here in the comments, how would you rep cats, right? They said in the last stream that they're looking for more exposure. They're not asking people to profile picture them. They're just asking people sometimes to just like think of them like, hey, like list a few of like the new projects you're a fan of. Just think of Solana Strays. And at the end of the day, if you're going to blast money on the interwebs anyways, right, on pixelated art, I mean, like, if you like SMB Gen 2, you cannot tell me that this is hideous. You just can't. Like, it's cool. And they're actually like doing something good in the world. So they're new, they're fresh. They're fun. They have like some improvements to make with regards to their community, but they're a net positive. So anyways, follow the NFT Cat _soul, being me. Follow Solana Strays, and just like you can get yourself a free NFT. There we go. Boom. Just by saying, how would you rep them? Write an article. Sometimes just like show off in the Discord. Like, I don't know. It's like the threshold is like very, 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 very low. It gives Dodginal vibes, but in cats, I love it. Yeah, so they actually, I believe they drew some they drew some inspiration from Dodginals, but like I believe they were holders and they saw some things they would like to see improved upon, and like that's how they did this. They're fun, and you know what, like they've been like they started in the bear market as well. They're not like the ones who have a huge community like rogues, like hacks, or medievals, who basically had like quite like the advantage like starting, right? Like I mean, like medievals had like a great advantage with like their name value in like the original designers of DeGods. But like this is something to where I could actually like make like I could contribute a little bit to like a to lives being improved. I mean, like I'm just saying it like it is. I've got just being honest, I got like 7 myself. I've never PFP'd one. It's just a fun mission and a fun bunch of people who I believe in, who I would like to see succeed really much. And it's fun. Like you can just like get yourself like a free NFT, support the cause. Like it's fun. Other than that, why the fuck does this not show up? I believe I actually yeah, there we go. It's not showing up in the stream for whatever reason. But check out my latest YouTube video as well, because it's a video about like the NFT scene exploding for DeGods grills, and it's something just to keep an eye on. Boom. DeGods grills exploding. Get the latest news in the video right here. I posted it on like the NFT Cat Twitter. And I mean, like guys, like that's kind of it for now. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you had like a good time. If anything, I find it like incredibly humbling for like 133 people to join these spaces or like join these streams while we're in the midst of a bear market within Solana, right? Feel free to send me a DM on projects you would like to have featured on the interviews series, and let's go from there. I am purring TF out, and I will talk to you guys soon. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, and on to the next one. Cheers.